ASL spoken English. Second time. Hello, ASL that. Do you see the list that I have with the board behind me? These are different variations of the way you can sign get and got. There are many different signs that you could use, and I just want to let you know about them so you're not limited in your vocabulary. So, the first one, receive. You could sign it like get, but it depends on what you may be receiving. Are you receiving a bunch of money? You could sign it like this. Are you going to the grocery store and getting a lot of food? You could sign it like this. It depends on what you're doing. Look at your classifiers and try to match whatever materials you might be using. Are you receiving God? See, that's a totally different type of receipt than the first one. Are you receiving a refund? If it's a lot of money, you would still use this one. It just depends. So I want you to think of the concept for these two words. If I'm doing something simple like, oh, I got some milk, that's fine. But look closely at your material so you can match your classifiers with it. Number 2, understand. Or I don't understand. Or it went straight over my head. A lot of people tend to say, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. You know, I'll explain and they'll be like, yeah, I got it. Or they can look at me and be like, no, I don't got it. So understand can be a different form of one. You know, it's a habit to be like, I don't got this, I don't understand. It went straight over my head. Number 3, have. This is when you ask somebody, be like, you got it? And they're like, oh, yeah, I got it, or I have it. See, for I got it. So just understand the have can mean that too. Number 4, shoulder tap. You know, deaf people tend to get others' attention by being like, will you please tap them, or do you mind tapping them? That means they want to get their attention. You know, like, look at me. Number 5, arrive. I arrived home. It's like I got home. I arrived there. You don't, because if you sign got, deaf people will think, okay, you had a house, you picked it up, and you put it in your lap. That's not clear, and that's misunderstanding. So you arrived home. Or I arrived home from work. Or I arrived to work. Number 6, become. And I just want to let you know, become isn't used that much anymore. Sometimes you can just delete it completely. But I still wanted to show you a few. So it's like the food became cold. You could kind of delete the become and it would still mean the same thing. The food is cold. The temperature became hot. The temperature became cold. You can show that without having to sign become. And the last one, pow. This one is more like an inflection. Like I suddenly got sick. I got sick. You didn't necessarily get it. You can delete that sign because the pow shows that it just happened all of a sudden. That's a list of a different variety for get and got. There's so many different ways to sign something in ASL, and it's really good to have an image and a list to go with things so you can immerse yourself in the language. You have anything else to discuss? Bring it on.